Hello. This is my first ever live on YouTube. It looks like Lauren is here from Washington. Can you hear me, Lauren? Can you tell me if you can hear me well? Oh, good. Wonderful. Oh, good. Hi, Doris. Where are you joining us from? I'm going to need a little bit of grace today. I've never done YouTube Live before. I don't have slides like Katie does. I'm going to be learning that software. Florida. Oh, it must be nice. Wisconsin's a little bit chilly right now. Not cold. Winter is coming, but thank you. Southwest Virginia, Kendra. Got to turn my volume up. Sorry. I'm looking into getting like one of those podcast mic things. My laptop, my countertop is a little bit wider than Katie's, so I either have to lean in or I have to like shout a little bit more. So hopefully you can hear me okay for the live. If you can't hear me at any point, just say speak up and I'll try to talk louder. Also, if you hear a little bit of construction noise, my house is being worked on today. There were no other days that worked better for the contractors, and so you may hear some banging. Currently, my back door is missing, so it's quite an adventure here. All right, so you're telling me where you're from. Is it raining or sunny where you are? And what is your favorite DIY that you've ever made? Could be from Simply Earth, could be something you formulated on your own. What's your favorite thing you've ever made? Natural DIY. Let's make it a natural DIY. Trying to think what my favorite would be. I've made a lot of different stuff. I think my bubble bath powder that I formulated for the Bath and Spa Hero Kit is probably my favorite thing I've ever made. My kids are over the moon about it. It travels really well because it's a powder, not a liquid, so they can take it to their grandma and grandpa's when they visit. It bubbles up really nice. It's really nice and foamy. That's probably my favorite thing I've ever made. Sunny and warming up. Yeah, it is a hard one. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Vicky. I was just in Oklahoma 3 weeks ago. It was very nice. Sorry, you might see a fly in here. I said I'm missing a back door, so now the bugs get to come in. From Arkansas, Mary is joining us from Arkansas. That's nice. Sunny and hot. Oh, a boo boo cream and headache medicine. Interesting. Cold processed soap. I made my first ever loaf of cold processed soap on Monday and I cut it on Wednesday and it turned out really nice. Like really nice. The smell is great. I put in some lavender buds. I did just a little bit of mica powder. It's gorgeous. I wish I had it here. I would show it to you. I'm quite proud. When did you start making cold processed soap, Doris? Sunny here and warm. Love the candles. Yes, candles are fun. I'm working on a recipe for a beeswax candle with a wood wick in it. I really like beeswax, and before we moved, we had a local apiary, and I was able to get like 100% natural beeswax from him and his bees, and I just love. I used it for my lip balms. But now I don't have access to them. So thank the Lord for Simply Earth and their amazing beeswax. So I was working on a beeswax candle, ran out of the natural beeswax. Now I've got Simply Earth beeswax. So I can start working on that candle recipe again. 11 different soaps in the last 2 months. I hope to get to that at some point. Oh, that's amazing. Don't you, I just love DIY. It's so encouraging and empowering and exciting when you're like, "Oh, I don't know if this is going to work," and then you make it and it turns out great. You just want to gift it to everybody, right? Like, I love DIY. It's so much fun. So this is a really good group. It's about 3 minutes after 2. I don't want to steal too much of your time with our joy of creating. But I want to remind you that as you're talking about all these awesome creations, please do post them on social media. We love to see them. Add the hashtag I made this. We have monthly contests and pick winners for cash prizes and gift cards and things. So yeah, share recipes by all means. From Illinois, that's fun. I just drove through Illinois. So make sure that you social media. We check Instagram, we check Facebook, TikTok. So share your DIYs. Hashtag I made this. It's really fun. I really enjoy scrolling and seeing everything everyone's making. It gives me inspiration, right? Natural lifestyles. My name's Tessa. Probably good to introduce myself. I'm Teacher Tessa. I'm fairly new with Simply Earth. Really enjoying getting to know the team, really getting to know everybody and sharing. We collaborate on recipes, we collaborate on essential oil knowledge. I've been using essential oils for coming up on 12 years. I started with essential oils because I was diagnosed with toxic liver disease. Not from drinking alcohol, which is what everyone thinks. So when you're from Wisconsin, I had never had a lick of alcohol in my life. My toxic liver disease actually came from toxic cleaning chemicals and some other chemicals involved with my work. But cleaning chemicals and candles are a big part of where they came from. I was using the candles that you get off store shelves filled with awful waxes and horrible fragrances full of synthetics, and had candles all over my house. And so I made the switch. The first thing I did was throw away all of my candles, and I started diffusing essential oils. And within a week, noticed a huge difference, first in my respiratory system, but also mental clarity. And not ironically, I've learned more since then, but in curbing cravings. So that's a real cool thing that making one switch like that can affect so many areas of your life, so many body systems. Essential oils are just amazing. The science of them, just I love it. But also emotional health. That's a really big thing I enjoy teaching on is essential oils and emotions. So I'm hoping to be able to do a live workshop just about that. Today, we're talking about the perfume DIY kit. But I really love using essential oils in every aspect of my life, not just diffusing, but also in personal care products, which leads us to perfume. I was able to switch out not only candles with diffusers, I was able to switch out cleaning chemicals, I was able to switch out daily care products like deodorant. Soaps was a big one for me. I started making my own goat's milk soaps. It was melt and pour because I'm just learning cold process. Oh, this is great. You guys are like sharing recipes. I love this. I love this community. I did not have this at all when I started my oils journey. I love this family. Look at that. You're sharing recipes, you're sharing oil. Oh, this is so great. I love this. I'm so glad to be a part of this community. So perfume is one of the newer things. Before I was just putting on oils in roller balls, and I am so glad that Simply Earth came out with this kit. I absolutely love this kit. I think it's so classy. I have one for me, and then I gave the other two away to friends. I kept the sun-kissed one because I really, really love it. So this is the kit we're making today. They package it so well. I purposefully did this one for an unboxing with you. This is what the perfumer's alcohol. They even wrap it. It's a plastic bottle, but they took the care to wrap it just in case. I love it. Our manufacturing department is amazing. I love talking with all of them. And then you've got your 3 perfume bottles. And these are the 50 ml ones. We also have 10 ml, which are nice for traveling. They fit in my toiletry bag better. But these ones are just beautiful. As gifts, can't beat these. They're amazing. If you guys have questions along the way, please ask. Without the slides, I'm a little bit like scatterbrained I have a little sheet of paper that I'm trying to make sure that I keep all of my notes on. These boxes are super cool. I love that they fit the oils and then the little extras that you need. So fun. These, if you haven't used them before, they look a little funky. They are perfume scent strips. And I actually use these for a lot of different things, not just perfume. If I'm making a new soap recipe or a new lotion recipe, I test them in my diffuser, yes. But these scent strips are a little bit better at holding the scent together. The diffuser, because it's aerosolized, it gets diluted a lot. So if you want to know how something is going to smell on your skin, like a rollerball, obviously a perfume, or a lotion, these are fantastic. So I've ordered some extras just for testing other DIY blends with, because the diffuser is a great place to start. But if you're going to use a lotion or something that's going to stay on your skin, you kind of want to know it's staying powder. Power, if I could talk today. So these are great. Being able to use them for just other personal care products. I'm so glad Simply Earth has these, because before I was using cotton rounds and it just kind of got to be a mess. I'm going to take out these labels and show them to you, because otherwise I'll forget and just put them on the bottles. Look at how cute these are. So fun. They even included a little funnel because I'm a klutz. Other people aren't klutzes. I'm messy. I'm a mom of 4. I'm used to messes in my house. So anytime I can avoid a mess and make cleanup easier, win. Ooh, somebody is doing DIY tonight. Yay, Holly. That's exciting. Yeah, I hope it does work for you. I love knowing when recipes I make work for other people. So you guys should connect on Facebook and see how she likes it. Okay, so this is what the recipe card looks like. And then don't forget there's extra instructions on the back. Sometimes people are like, oh, I don't think that worked quite right. There's more on the back. And there's also, if you scan this QR code, it leads you to stuff around our website, kind of hidden gems, which I really love. So don't forget to look at the whole recipe card. Also, on the back of your recipe boxes, did you know that there's little stuff back there, like QR codes to get to the hero course and things? Our hero course is quite awesome, and Katie and I are working on improving it to make it even more thorough, add more recipes. We're working on updating the note sheets, a lot of cool stuff in the hero course. So if you haven't checked that out in recent months, I would say give it a look. There's also some new videos at the end, which are quite fun, if I do say so myself. All right, so you're going to test each combination, which I'm going to cheat on this live because I've already tested these. So I'm not going to test them in front of you. If you follow the recipe exactly, they smell really nice. But if you don't know, always test it yourself, because I'd hate for you to make a whole product and then be like, I'm not really sure about that. Which is why I suggest getting a few extras of these, even for like your monthly recipe box. You can test the recipes that are in the monthly recipe box and go, I want a little bit more orange in that recipe, or, oh, I'm not quite sure about this one. What if I add this one? So these, even just for your monthly recipe box, these things are great. But if you don't have those, cotton rounds work too. I use them for years. So she says, to test each combination, I already know that I love them. So add essential oils to the perfume bottles using a total of 50 drops or less of essential oil. I've gone over. It's not going to kill you, but it is better if you stick to the lower amount just for dilution reasons. I missed something. Oh, okay. We're talking about menopause. I just read the bottom comment and I was like, what got induced early? Menopause. I'm not there, but I am done having babies. I'm listening to you. I trust that you're listening, Kendra. It's okay. By all means, have a conversation on the side. I'm trying to think of this. It's awkward because I feel like we're having a making party together, but I'm all by myself on a little island. Normally, I would like, here, Kendra, take this one. Here, Holly, take this one. I'd pass them around, and you guys would make them with me. So it's a little awkward. Like when I teach making classes, we're all pouring and mixing and doing stuff together, and this is weird because now I'm just like doing it without you. So by all means, have a side conversation. I love it. I think it's great. Okay, so this one, and I also got out the labels so that I can keep track of exactly which one I'm doing so that I don't get them mixed up. So if you're making multiples of things, make sure that you label it appropriately because you don't want to get to the end and be like, oh no, which one was that? So I'm doing lava first. This one is 50 drops in this bottle. That might be one or two over. Lava comes out rather fast. Citrus oils have a lower viscosity, and so they come out really, really fast. So it's hard to get close. I try to be slightly under, but it's okay if you're not. Vanilla Woods is quite a bit thicker, higher viscosity level. So this one might take me a little bit to drop in here. Oh, no. There we go. This one I may not do on the live because last time I did this, it took forever to drop them in. So I think I'm going to swap these around. I'm not going to do this one on the live. I'm just going to wait for 10 drops of Vanilla Woods to get in this bottle. I might not even do that on the live. I might just make lava. Vanilla Woods has a much higher viscosity. I'm not going to say impossible because anything is theoretically possible. You can't get a true vanilla essential oil. What you actually get is an oleo resin, which is almost a syrup from the vanilla plant. And it's really thick and really hard to work with. One hack that if I was in my other workroom, you can stick a toothpick in the middle and more viscous oils by creating an air gap with the toothpick. You can get it to come out faster, but I don't have a toothpick with me. Can you use a dropper? Is the vanilla? Sometimes you can touch the center. Yeah, you can. Sometimes. It's a really thick oil. Oh well. I'm gonna smell nice today. We're just gonna do the lava for simplicity and so that you don't have to listen to me drone on about weird random oil facts. Pretend I'm making all three. This one's much faster. So after you get your 50 drops of lava in here, then you're gonna put the funnel on so that you don't have a mess. Flip over your card. You're gonna fill the rest with perfumer's alcohol. Oh yeah, duh. I opened this box in front of you guys. This is usually the first thing I do when I open a box, but I did it on camera, so that wasn't done. This is also now like my fourth open bottle of perfumer's alcohol in my house. I use this stuff all the time for all kinds of stuff. If this is a good tip, I learned this the hard way. If you accidentally miss and you get essential oil on the rim of your bottle while you're dropping the oil in, it creates a liquid barrier and it can create suction with these small funnels. I don't notice it so much with metal funnels. It doesn't seem to happen as often. But with the plastic one, it can create this weird suction seal. And so if you're pouring and the perfumer's alcohol can't, the funnel doesn't let air bubbles up, right? So if the suction is there. It's not going to let air out the side like it's supposed to. And so it'll overflow and create a mess all over your countertop. So a hack that I've learned when filling things, and this is true for anything, almond oil, coconut oil, anything through a funnel. If I've put something in the bottle already, I hold the funnel up just a tiny bit so that there's an air gap there. That will save your countertop a ton of mess. It's happened to me on multiple. I'm actually embarrassed how often that happens to me. So learn from my mistakes. Hold your funnel up a tiny bit. It'll save you a bunch of mess all over your kitchen counter and floor. You're going to fill it up. Not quite to the top. Pretty close, but you want to leave room for the tube to be able to get in there. Set your funnel aside. There you go. So that's lava perfume. It helps if you kind of don't shake. Learned that the hard way too. It helps if you kind of swirl it or tilt it. It helps the oil incorporate with the perfumer's alcohol. It's not like oil and water where they don't mix, but it is two liquids of varying viscosities. So it helps to incorporate if you rotate. Some people do this. Some people actually swirl. Don't hold by the top. It's not a screw on top. It's loose. So if you grab it by the top, you'll break your perfume bottle. So hold by the bottle and swirl. This is best to be stored in a dark place with synthetic fragrances. It's not as big of a deal, but essential oils are natural products and the sun is natural light. And so they can degrade essential oils. Another thing to note is that lava has some citrus oils in it and it can be light sensitive. So if you're going to be out, like if I was going to the beach, I wouldn't do lava perfume. I would probably do the vanilla woods. Not that if I'm going swimming in a lake or an ocean, I'm going to bother with perfume. But if you're just going to the beach to watch people swim, be careful of photosensitive oils. That's a good note. Perfume is best if you let it sit for about 24 hours. Sometimes I do a week depending upon the number of oils that are in it. It's best to leave it. You can spray it on right away. You can, but it will be stronger. Yeah, it's good. It will have a stronger scent if you leave it for 24 to 48 hours, sometimes a week if there's a lot of oils in there. You think you did that too? The funnel thing? Yeah. Sometimes you had to remove your entire lid. Yep. When I'm making a larger batch of something and I know I need a bunch of vanilla woods or anything viscous, is it vetiver? That's also super viscous. I remove lids. It's a good tip. You can buy, do I have one? You can buy droppers that look like this. And that's also very helpful. I think I saw somebody, could you use a dropper? And yeah, I think this is what you're talking about. So you can buy those. It's like $1 on Amazon. Another helpful tip for viscous oils. Do any of you have any questions? Perfume is pretty quick and easy, pretty simple. Is there anything I talked about that you need clarity on? Or what? Halloween is coming. We are just ghosts. I love it. That's amazing. That's so great. Yes, make your own perfume. Super fun. And the kit comes with the vanilla woods and the lava, but you can use any oil you want, any oil from your recipe box. That's why there are perfume strips in here, because maybe you open vanilla woods and you're like, oh, I don't really like that. I don't really know who wouldn't. It reminds me of chocolate chip cookies, honestly. But it's a very homey smell. But if you're wearing a perfume, maybe you don't want people to be reminded of food when you're around them. I don't know. One of my favorite perfume blends is, I don't remember the drop count. I'll try to remember to reply in the comments. Oh, vanilla woods and lavender. Oh, yes, that's wonderful. I tried one for the Hero Kit. We're going to be launching the Everyday Essentials Hero Kit, and I was trying to come up with a couple different perfume blends for that kit. And there was one, it had unicorn and neroli, and I think it was lavender. Oh, I think that's my new favorite. Smells so good. When that kit launches, watch for those perfume recipes because I worked really hard on those, and that whichever one it is, it has unicorn and neroli. Oh, it's fabulous. I really love it. All right. Any other questions? Anything else I can answer for you ladies today? Smells divine. Oh, gotcha. I wasn't sure who Amy was, but that's okay. Maybe she's a friend of yours. 100 pipettes on Temu for $3. There you go. Temu is the hero. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you for grace and lots of laughs in my first ever live. This was so fun. If you're looking to make these perfumes yourself, oh, bad glare. The DIY Perfume Kit on the website. Also, keep your eyes open watching for the Everyday Essentials Hero Kit because there's perfume in there. And don't forget to subscribe to the recipe box if you haven't already. You get awesome new recipes every month delivered right to your door, full of 6 recipe cards. And don't forget the Hero Course. You get free access to the Hero Course if you're a recipe box subscriber, so you can access all of the courses. There's tons of tutorials in there, free downloads, printables, note sheets, all kinds of great stuff to learn how to do DIYs. So check out the Hero Course if you haven't already. It'll be there should be a QR code, one on the recipe box and one on the back of a recipe card. So great way to get quick access to that. Otherwise, you can just look it up in your email. You'll have an email with a direct link to this month's Hero Course. Yes, please post your ghost soap. I would love to see it. See more of me. That's so nice. I'm so glad you had a good time. All right. You all have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great weekend and hopefully see you again soon.